Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Gaming Weekly. I'm just going to cut to the chase. This was discovered just about 24 hours ago, and I gotta tell you, this is probably one of the most disturbing footages I've seen all week long. This is probably one of the most cryptic messages I've seen as well, coming from the Killer Clowns. The Killer Clowns are insisting that they are regrouping, that they are strategizing, that they are plotting and planning to rise up thousands all over the world to make sure that they're gonna deliver this Killer Clown Purge. And again, as mentioned, I'm gonna cut to the chase. We discovered this footage earlier today that apparently shows the Killer Clown talking about what's to come on the 31st of October.
Hello there. This is a message from the Killer Clowns. We are back stronger than ever and we will destroy everybody who stands in our way. You may have thought that the previous years were bad. This is like no other year. We have thousands of clowns ready to start attacking. We will stalk all of you and take over. You will become scared to go outside as we will be carrying the best possible weapons. We will continue to do this until the Purge, on October 31st, Halloween. That night we will take over everywhere and destroy everyone against us. You have been warned. You better hide. We are coming.
I gotta tell you guys, I mean, I don't know what to say at this point in time other than the fact that this is getting concerning. This is getting more concerning as the days go by. And I know there's a lot of people out there saying that this is apparently fake. There's a lot of people saying that apparently this is all bluff. There's a lot of people saying that this is just all a hoax. But in my opinion, this is just getting more disturbing by the day. And it looks like the Killer Clowns are recruiting and training more clowns out there to make sure that they're going to rise up. This is something not to look past at. This is something to really take serious about, because can you only imagine if everyone is just believing that this is all a hoax, and the 31st of October comes by and then all those Killer Clowns rise up and deliver a purge? I mean, this is going to be probably one of the most intense and insane days ever. October 31st, 2022, Halloween night. Killer Clowns are going to be there all over the streets purging. So you have to do what you can to take alert. You have to do what you can to make sure that you will take precaution, because if nothing is done about this, these Killer Clowns are going to abduct you. These Killer Clowns are going to take over. They're going to invade homes. I mean, they said it before that they're rising up, that they have thousands all over the world and globe to make sure that they're going to, well, purge the streets. They're going to take over. And this is getting, like I said, much more concerning. Speaking about concerning and disturbing, right now we're going to go ahead and take you to a news article that was released last week concerning the Killer Clowns once again stalking people. I mean, can you imagine? These Killer Clowns are out of control. They're wanted to stalk people. And it's just absolutely horrendous. Let's take a look. So, as mentioned, guys, this is getting very, very weird. This is getting sinister. This is getting dark. And this is indeed getting creepy. As we see here in the article, it says here, quote, warning over Killer Clown craze returning as teens say they were stalked. So yes, the Killer Clowns, as Boo Boo the Clown himself even said last week in the interview, he said that they were going to be rising. He said that they were going to be stalking. And on the 31st of October, they were going to take action. So let's go ahead and break down the article here. This was published on the 25th of August of this year. The article reads, and I quote, police were called after a couple of kids were stalked by a creepy clown, prompting fears the Killer Clown trend of a few years back has returned. It's back, and it's probably going to be back for quite some time. These Killer Clowns are not going to stop until they reach and fulfill their plan, until they reach to their destiny, and that is to take over the world. Remember, the Killer Clowns said that they're tired of getting harassed, they're tired of getting bullied after so many decades of torture and torment. They're now wanted to rise up. Well, let's move on here. The article says, cops were called to Hampton Pier in Herne Bay, Kent, after a 17-year-old and his friend said they were creepily followed by a clown who walked quickly behind them before crouching behind a wall out of sight. In a post on Facebook, a mom of one of the boys wrote, quote, my 17-year-old son has just come home with his friend, and they have been both followed along Hampton Pier to just past the park by someone dressed in a full clown outfit. They were acting strangely, walking fast behind them, hiding and crouching behind the sea wall, and acting creepily like they were acting out a killer clown. I can only imagine what is going through these kids. I mean, these kids were probably hanging out, enjoying their day, and all of a sudden they turn around, they see a killer clown stalking them. I mean, how traumatizing is that? Knowing that the killer clown scare is right around the corner. Can you imagine just walking outside at night and all of a sudden you see a killer clown? I'm telling you guys, you have to watch out. For anyone watching this video, take alert. Be on a lookout, because this is serious. This is something that a lot of people are going to say and tell you that this is fake, but it's not fake. Many people all over the world are actually facing this. And I gotta tell you, there has to be a warning all over the news networks. There has to be a warning all over the place. This cannot be done in our lifetime. We cannot let the killer clowns do this. We can't do it. We just can't let them have their way. And I'm hoping that people out there understand the severity of this. I'm hoping that a lot of people understand that this is not a joke. So let's continue here. She said, quote, she went on, my son and his friend hid for a couple of minutes, and this clown was stood by the park along the seawall, swaying side to side. They ran home. They tried to video it, but it was too dark. Officers confirmed that they were contacted over the incident, which happened about 10:10 p.m. on Monday, the 22nd of August. A spokesperson for the Force-Told Daily Star, the person did not attempt to speak to the boys, and no offenses have been identified. A local patrol carried out a search for the area, but no one matching the description was located. It is understood the clown was not reported to be carrying a weapon, which is good. Back in 2016, people dressed as clowns were spotted across the UK and US, jumping out of the bushes and chasing people down the street in what was known as the killer clown trend. Okay, so we know that this killer clown didn't have any weapons, which is good. Do not let that deceive you. Do not let that piece of information deceive you, because we know that these killer clowns are indeed armed. We confirmed it in the previous interview. They said that they had machetes, they had knives, they had all sorts of stuff to make sure that they were going to rise up and deliver this attack, this invasion, this purge on the 31st of October. So this is just, from what I understand, these are just cryptic messages. I don't think these killer clowns are going to do anything just yet. I believe as we get closer and closer to the 31st that's when they're going to start abducting people, and that's when they're going to get ready to rise up and to make sure they purge. And again, I cannot stress this enough. If you're watching this video, you have to do everything under your own power to actually spread this information around, to make people understand that this is not a joke, that this is going to happen. If we don't do anything about it, these killer clowns are going to take over the world. And this is what they want. They want people to say that it's fake. These killer clowns are insisting that others spread the information that it's all fake, because that gives the killer clowns leverage. That gives them the opening for them to have leverage. That way nobody can be prepared for this. I cannot stress this enough. Let's go ahead and move on. The article says, in last year, a man was spotted dressed as a creepy clown crouching behind bushes in the dark. It's a big note for me. The ominous figure was seen in Speke, Liverpool shortly after Halloween last year. The witness managed to snap a quick photo of the creepy clown. The costume consisted of a black and white clown suit with a white neck ruff and a garish mask that featured a bright red nose, purple hair, and giant teeth. It just gets more disturbing. Here's the ending of the article. Sharing photos of the bush-dwelling clown, a witness told the Liverpool Echo, it's that time of the year again. I've been out and about in Speke, and I saw the clown out and about around Ganworth Road area. So that's it. But I mean, from what we saw, from what we heard, that killer clown, the mysterious killer clown, that killer clown from the beginning, we have no idea who that was, by the way, but whoever that was is serious about this. They have clear intentions. They have clear indication that they were going to make sure they're going to rise up. And there's only so much that we can do, which is one of the reasons why the Gaming Weekly is going to continue to follow the killer clown trend. Because if no one is spreading the information, if no one is informing the audience, if no one is informing the communities and really the world out there, then these killer clowns are going to take advantage. And there's a lot of people who don't understand this. A lot of people are looking at this video. A lot of people are listening in and saying this is not true, that this is fake. Do not give the killer clowns any leverage. Do not give the killer clowns any leverage, because if that is the case, you best believe on the 31st of October, what's going to happen? Our homes are going to be invaded. People are going to be suffering. People are going to be tortured. People are going to be abducted. People are going to be attacked. People are never going to see this lifetime the same ever again. which is why, again, this is a public service announcement to everyone and anyone watching this video. Make sure you stay on alert and make sure you spread this video. Make sure you spread the information around, because this is serious now. This is serious now. And, you know, I do apologize for being a little worked up here in this particular video. It's just that we don't want anyone to be harmed, and it seems that the killer clowns, those wackos, those psychopaths, are looking to do just that. So let us pray and hope that everyone out there stays safe. I would advise you to not go out trick-or-treating this year. I would advise you to just do something else. Stay home, buy some candy at least, and watch a movie, because if you're out there, if you're in the streets on the 31st of October, do it at your own risk. Those killer clowns are out there, and they're out there stalking. And on the 31st of October, they're looking to purge. We will have more information concerning the killer clown scare as the days go by. Check back in the Gaming Weekly. Make sure to subscribe for all the information and details. We will continue the story. Keep an eye out, and please, as always, stay safe.